You know, many people thought, okay, he's going to dump it in. But now he's behind the net. And then he comes on up, back out, and he tries to wrap around, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just exploded.
It's left a 4-on-4. Dennis slams on the brakes at the point, hits a moving target. That's Atkins. Atkins wraps it around! He scores!
I think you have to consider when it happened and also where it happened, right? It's late in the third, so a high-intensity opportunity. You know that if you get a chance, you should take it. But also 4-on-4, and I think the added real estate that each player has when you're playing 4-on-4 freed him up to, I think, wrap around and have that extra space to fire it in.
Well, it was a great pass, as I recall, from the right wing or right point over to him going down left wing. Yeah, and I mean, I don't necessarily think this at the time, but when you look at it, here's another guy going around behind the net, another wraparound that won't work because they never work, and goalies always get there. And when it does work, the few times that it does, it's really kind of a bonus. But yeah, that was kind of my thought, was just, okay, wraparound, whoa, he scores, so that's kind of my thinking.
That play, we were just battling through our zone, me and Denny. And then we finally had a little bit of a break, and I tried to spread out wide to create some space, and then had a little D to D, and then I was just waiting to see an option go, and I saw on that weak side just a little bit open up, shot it over, or passed it over there. Happened to be Denny going down the ice again,
and then I started taking off the far side up the wall, and Pricer ends up making a nice stretch pass to the weak side there. And then I remember I'm skating in the zone, and I got 3 of Roanoke's guys in front of me, and I don't see any of any white jerseys, anyone on our team. So I remember, I think I made a little escape move towards the wall just to try to buy some time. And then I pick my eyes up and I see all of a sudden Mitch, he's sprinting up the ice, and sure enough, he gets in the zone, and I kind of just throw him a little sauce pass on the blue line.
I was coming in the zone pretty late, picked it up on my backhand, and strangely enough, I felt like I had a lot of time. And so I was skating to the net. I opened my blade like I was gonna shoot just to bring over the goalie. I felt that he was coming over pretty quick and overplaying the shot a lot on the short side. And as soon as I kind of opened it up, he slid over. Malo drove the net, made a great play to take everyone with him.
I saw Denny driving on the right side, so I just decided to drive the net, and Mitch was coming in the second wave, and he got it and just had some poise and just outweighted a goalie.
So once you make the decision that you're wrapping it, it's a race. It's basically you're like, I got to get this as quickly as possible to the other side. And it was on my backhand. I actually lost an edge as I was going around the net, so I could feel myself falling. So I just tried to turn my hand over, wrist over a little bit, and fortunately again it went in. But yeah, in those type of moments, it's a complete race, and once you make the decision not to shoot it, you got to get to the other side quick.
Yeah, so I was on the far side of the ice, and I could see him going around the net, and I had the perfect vision of that puck going in the goal. So I know Pricer was saying that he was out there and he couldn't see the puck go in, but I was at the perfect angle to see that puck cross the goal line.
Yeah, I was actually kind of waiting for the puck, the pass to come, but Mitchie had more focus on the goal than getting the assist. So I don't blame him. He did what he had to do and got the winning goal. So
I'm just trying to find those spots and watch the play develop. And then as he came around, there was an opening, and I was hoping he beat him there. And sure enough, you see the light come on, and then just that relief. You're excited.
I almost, because I was falling, I didn't quite see it go in myself. I just knew. You kind of know when as soon as it comes off your blade, you're like, that's it. You didn't get there quick enough. And right away I could hear just the crowd and everything get crazy and the whole building light up. So that was my telltale. I knew it was in, and right when the guys came over, the party was on.
So I immediately, I start celebrating right away, and all of a sudden Mitch comes skating by. He's down on one knee doing a celly, and I think Malik was out there too. He comes out of nowhere. He starts celebrating, and we all just start going crazy there.
Yeah, like actually, it's funny. Like we were talking about it, me, him, and Steven Leonard. We were on a line, and we said that if we score, we'll give like a formal handshake. So it just so happened he scored that game, and in the huddle we just gave like a formal handshake, like a good job, you know. So.
Malik and I talked before the game. We're like, hey, if one of us gets one here, like we'll do a fun celly. So we're like, I think we're gonna go with the handshake. So we both took off our gloves and did a handshake without the gloves, and got a good laugh out of that. So as soon as I look over and he was on the ice, I knew we were gonna do it. So it was a funny little celebration between us, but overall it was just a great play by Pricey, Denny, and Malik on his drive to make that one happen. But again, it was a fun night and a cool moment, definitely, that I'll remember for a long time.
Well, I really thought when he started to make the move around the net that he was looking for a pass. Typically, that's what you see in that moment. A guy's looking for somebody flying into the crease here, and I'm going to dump it. But once he made the commitment to the backhand, then that instant second, you're thinking he's got a shot here, and bam, it goes in, and the people go crazy, and they won the game. And on Mardi Gras night. So you had all those elements, the specialty jerseys, the festive atmosphere, the parades, and this goal. And it was just really one of those moments where, you're looking at a player and go, I'm glad I came to see that.
4-on-4, Dennis slams on the brakes at the point, hits a moving target. That's Atkins. Atkins wraps it around! He scores! Ice Flyers take a 3-2 lead. What a pass! And what a goal by Atkins, gliding around, wrapping it around, and finding a seam behind Rodebush.